Good morning, students. We are going to start another chapter, that is 12th chapter, regarding the inheritance, interfaces and polymorphism. You can see the chapter, what we have to study in this chapter, that is written in the box. What are the things that we are going to learn about this? In 10th standard and 11th standard, you might have learned only about what is the inheritance, what are the features and uses of inheritance, and this time you have to learn how to write the program based on inheritance. Inheritance, by now you know the definition of inheritance means acquiring the property from one class to the another class. And what is that particular word that is used to inherit is called as extend. If you see here, the keyword extend is used to inherit a base class into a derived class. I have made a note, I will send you the notes regarding all these main things that we use it in the program. So let us see the syntax first. What is the syntax given? Now the syntax is class A and class B extends A. Now the main thing what we have to know is the in single program, in a single program we can have multiple classes, but how exactly we are inheriting is by using the word extend. When we write, we can have a different, suppose the class here is class A and here there is class B. We have two different classes, but we are extending the feature of A. That's mean whatever instance variables and the member methods that we are using, we can use those feature as well as in B. Why we can use it? Because we have used the word as extend. So when you are using the word extend, automatically we are acquiring the property of a class A to class B. Inheritance is used when we have to share the properties from one class to the another class. Now there is another example. If you see what is the, let us see, before we go for the example, let us see what are the uses. Why do we need this inheritance in the program? Now if you see, there are 3 points that is given here. It allows the user to model a real world relationship. What does it mean, real world relationship? Now if I have to give you an example of a father and a son, now you can see whatever the property belongs to a father, it also belongs to the son, because whatever thing is it's there with the father, the generation goes on by taking over the properties. So this is a real time example what we can give it for inheritance. The other thing is inheritance, you can have a different classes, you can have multiple classes, but you can extend, you can use the properties from base class to the derived classes. You can carry on, if there is any changes that is made in the base class, it can also be carried on to the derived class. But if there is a changes in the derived class, you can either, they cannot be changed in the base class. So if you have to make a changes in the derived class, first you have to make a changes in the base class. And next is inheritance shows the transit nature. Transit nature means if a son derives from the father and the father derives from the grandfather, means the generation that goes on. There are multiple classes where we can share the properties that goes on. Next thing is what are the access specifiers that we use, or visibility. Now by default, the visibility what we can use it in the inheritance is public. And if you see the things what is written here, the private class B extend class A not allowed in Java, means when we are writing private for the class B and that is extended from class A, this is not allowed. We cannot use this private keyword. There are 3 types of visibility: private, protected and public. Now these are the things which are the above two. The private and the protected is not allowed when we are extending the class A, but if you see here, public is allowed when we wanted to extend B from class A. So these are 3 rules that you have to remember. Let us see the example that is given here. Okay, let us see the example that is given here. There are things that is here, there are two different types of codings that is given, how we are inheriting. Here there is a program that is class A, B and C, and the other class name is XYZ, which is extending the value of A, B and C, the property of A, B and C, or the features of A and B and C. Now in this syntax you have seen what does this instance variable and the member methods means. As I told you that instance variable and member methods are the things that they are called as properties or the features that has to be shared. So here in the program we will see what is called as variables and member methods. Now member methods, if you see here, void set a and get a, they are called as member method, because if you see this void set a int a, it is declaring there is a name of the method that is set a, and you have got parameters within this, and next is get a, this is also a method. Now whatever the features, these are what these are, they are having a instance variable. Now instance variable is what? The instance variable is int a. A is what? Instance variable. Methods are what? Set a and get a. Now we are going to share the property. Now if you see here, it is written as private, as we saw it here that the private is not used. But where the private is not used? It is not used in the next class. But if it is used in a, and if you wanted to share this value, okay, if you wanted to share the value of a, then by using these two method, getter and setter. Okay, what is this getter and setter? Now getter and setter, the getter is a method that is used to return the value of a private member of a base class. Means get, when we are using this method, using a getter method, even though the member data member is a private of a base class is which class? ABC is a base class, XYZ is a derived class, because we are deriving XYZ from ABC. So here the getter is used in, even though the instance variable is given in the private, we can use, using this getter method, we can take this value and use it in the other side of the class. Okay, through which we are sharing the property. What is a setter? Setter is also a member method that is used to feed the value in a private data members. Now we are feeding data members, means instance variable of a base class. Now here what we are doing, we are setter, means we are sharing it, and getter, we are getting the value. So how we are getting the value? If you see, we are using the get a. Get a is written where? In base class. Now how can we get this value a? By passing on this get method to the other derived class, where you are adding the value of x plus get a. Now in get a, what is the value? A. So whatever value you are giving for a, that value will be transferred to the other class, and it will get the value, and after getting it, it will add x plus a. It will add both the value and return the value of s. So this is how we are sharing the property from one class to the other class. So this is about getter and setter. You can see the definition that is given here in the book. You can write it by your own even. So this is about the basic information regarding what is the inheritance is. Inheritance means in a single program, in a single class, you can have not in a single class, in a single program you can have multiple classes which can be extended and which can be shared, where we can share the property from one class to the another classes. There is an explanation that is given here clearly. If you just go through this, you will understand it, what is happening in this two part. Now if you write, it is not that you have to write on the both the side. Underneath, under this program, you can write the other program. Okay, you can write the continuation, because it is just showing you the side by side, so that it is easy to understand what is shared and how it is shared. So in program, when we write, we don't write on the both the side, we just write it the continuation of the program. Class ABC, this is the ABC part, and the other part is class XYZ extend ABC. So you can just write it below to this. So this is about the inheritance. The next class we will see what are the types of inheritance. You can see the definition given here, what is private, what is protected, and what is public. This is very important for you to understand and keep in your mind, because many times you will see that these words are used. So what is the purpose of it? By now you must understand and you must learn it.